us with over 40 years of experience. That six-figure ring earner, member of the ELC, that is Executive Leadership Council, and one of our newest platinum shareholders with Experior Financial Group. He's also the first shareholder in the US of A. Comes to us proven time and time again, the man with the plaques in the back. We talking about everybody's coach. We gonna now give it to you without further ado, the man to bring you Coach Erik's Play of the Day, none other than the man himself, Coach Erik Robinson. Zhao.
Morning, great morning. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Hear you loud and clear, sir. The ball is yours.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now, in today's masterclass, you're going to get everything you need to help you unblock the blockage. I told y'all I'm going to give y'all what you need to help you go to success. So you might be here, and in your mind, success is here. And there's something holding you back. There's something holding you back. But in today's masterclass, Coach Erik's Play of the Day, I'm going to give you the play. But before I do, I need your permission to talk freely.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Do what you do.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Some of y'all are going to take out your handkerchiefs and dry your eyes. Some of y'all are going to have to mute yourself because you're going to cuss me out. And some of y'all just going to hang up. And some of y'all going to spin around like, woo! Y'all just going to be like, message. I don't get the notes. This is unnoted, okay? Today, I said I was going to give it to you. And so I'm going to talk freely from my over 30 years of experience. And Troy says 40. I'm going to scale it down because I'm under 40. So I can't have 40 years of experience, but I'm under 40, right? So I'm going to scale my years back. But I'm going to speak straight up from experience. Now, let me just set the stage why I think I can talk about this with some level of authority. You know, managing car dealerships for 16 years, I had salespeople. I mean, I've probably gone through hundreds, if not thousands, of salespeople. And this is a commission-based business. And every month you start from zero. So one thing I realized in car sales, it's commission-based, and every month you start from zero. So you have a great month, next month you're back at zero. Have a great month, next month you're back at zero. So ride that roller coaster for 16 years, up and down, up and down. After a while, you start to develop some skill set, okay? You start to develop a mindset. And then I start working with these billion dollar companies like Honda, Toyota, General Motors. I start working with them and start looking and getting to a level. Then I start working directly with the owners of these multi-million dollar companies. And so I start learning something. Are y'all with me? Then I got into the direct sales industry, and we built teams of 20,000 in multiple different companies, 10,000 one company, 15,000 another company, 20,000 two other companies. But I don't have to take credit for the 20,000 companies because it was kind of a, overflow type of thing, binary type of if you know what I'm saying, right? But the other companies that we did, like thousands and tens of thousands of people, over 10,000, 15,000, we were directly impacted. Are y'all with me? It was like, it started from us. It wasn't nobody added nobody to our team. So I kind of have a little understanding of that. And then when I got to Experior, I got the plaques in the back. Our team's been a #1 top recruiting team historically. So we had more people come in. And I personally have a #1 plaque that I was the #1 recruiter in the whole company. Now that record's been shattered. They did more in a month than I did in a year. But I'm saying this to say I have a little bit of authority when I'm speaking to y'all, what I'm speaking to you about. Are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
So why do I say that? It's not about me. I want to talk to you about what I have seen and witnessed. So Erik, through all of that, how do you find the people who have the success and the people who don't have the success? What's the separator? So I'm saying that not to say how great I am. I'm saying that to say that I literally have seen tens of thousands of people, and I can kind of decide, I've learned and studied what's the separator from those who have success and those who don't have success. First, the #1 thing is the word, write this down, called belief. I've been talking to y'all about this. It's all belief. Belief is a powerful word. Belief is a powerful thing. Belief is a powerful drug. Belief is a powerful drug. Here's the cool thing about belief. You can manufacture it yourself. See, fentanyl is a powerful drug. Cocaine is a powerful drug. Tylenol is a powerful drug, right? Metformin is a powerful drug. You got a lot of powerful drugs out there. But most of us have to go to a pharmacy. We can't manufacture it ourselves, right? Now, I know some of y'all are like, hey, I got weed in my backyard. I get it. Besides, other than those people. But for the most part, most of us can't manufacture some of these drugs out there. But belief, you can manufacture it yourself. And here's the thing with belief. If you do not manufacture belief yourself, somebody else will manufacture it for you and implant it in your head. See, belief is a powerful drug that everybody has some form of belief. What you believe is either you decide it or somebody else decides it for you. And for the vast majority of us, we don't decide what we believe. It's been implanted by somebody. And it's typically implanted by somebody who wants to keep you at a state of being that they can control what you do. Belief is a controlling drug. Let me give you an example. Let's go off so y'all can see what I'm saying. The news comes on and they say it's going to snow. What do people go do in those in snow areas?
Run to the grocery store.
Bread and water.
Eggs and bread.
Bread and water.
Bread, water, eggs,
toilet paper.
gone, off the shelf. Milk, gone. Gotta go get some milk. You don't even drink milk. You're lactose intolerant and you go into the store because they said it's going to snow and you're going to get some eggs and milk. Come on, man. As if in today's society, they don't got people to come clean the streets in the next 2 to 3 days.
Exactly.
I've seen 12 inches of snow and 3 days later, my street's clear. Snow clouds come the same day. And it might come, are y'all with me? But for the most part, you can get back to the grocery store within 2 to 3 days. But we go crazy. Why? Because they have manufactured a belief that if you don't go get something right now, you're going to be stuck and you're going to be shut in and you don't want to be shut in with no food, do you? And then you get all that food, you can't even put it anywhere because your refrigerator's already full. Because it's full of stuff you bought last time that you ain't never got to. But the belief is powerful. Are y'all hearing me? It's designed to get you to take an action that you don't even necessarily have to take. So here's the one. Go to school to get a good job. You believe going to school and getting the education will get you the career and the lifestyle that you desire. Isn't that, and don't they teach you that?
That's the truth.
But do you realize, think about this. Do they teach you education based off of the lifestyle you desire, or do they use fear and teach you based off the lifestyle you don't want to have?
Use that fear.
They never say go to school. I never heard anybody say, man, get your high school diploma and you're gonna be able to buy a Bentley. Go to college, get that college degree, and you're gonna have a Rolls Royce and $1 million yacht and a mansion. And when you get that's what you're gonna get when you go to college. Does anybody see any university use that pitch? Where they got luxury items, Gucci, Rolexes.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't go to school, you're gonna be a bum.
Come on. There you go, Troy. You don't go to school, you're gonna be a bum. You're gonna be a dropout like little Johnny. Do you know most dropouts end up where? In jail. Sell drugs, you're gonna end up dead or in jail. So they use that fear, so they have you believing that if you don't do this, you're going to end up here. It's never if you do this, you're going to end up here where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So where am I going with this? When you start talking to people, I start talking to most of y'all, what you believe. Your belief is limited and based off of fear. It's typically based off of what you don't want instead of what you do want. So most of y'all, your actions are based off of what you don't want. Most of y'all act on what you don't want. All right, here we go. Check this out. Erik, you know what? I'm not good at speaking. I don't really like to talk. That's what I don't like. See, let me give y'all another example. So before I'm gonna come down your road, but I want to talk about people who are not you first. Let me talk about somebody else, not you. You ask somebody, guys, can y'all understand this? You ever had a female in your life, took her on a date, ask her what she wants to eat. Does she tell you right away what she wants?
No.
No.
And
And then when you
five choices.
something, is she going to say, yes, I want that, or is she going to tell you most likely what she don't want?
What she don't want.
What she don't want.
Hey, you want to go get some seafood? Nah, I don't feel like seafood today. Well, what do you want? I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, let's go get some Popeyes. Oh, I ain't eat no Popeyes. Okay. All right. No Popeyes. KFC? Man, I don't want no fast food. Okay. What do you want? I don't know. Don't want seafood. Don't want no Popeyes. Don't want no fast food. You done gave me 3 don'ts. What do you want? Well, whatever you like. I didn't tell you.
You supposed to.
You know me by now.
You just turned down 3 of them.
See, we're so conditioned. Some people are so conditioned to tell you what they don't want, right? Not you, but everybody else. Man, Erik, I don't like speaking. I don't like my voice. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't do this. I don't do this. Man, I don't really like this. I don't like that. Okay, I get it. Let me toughen y'all up, entrepreneurs. Business doesn't give a darn what you like or what you don't like. Are y'all with me? There's some laws. What goes up, what?
Must come down.
Gravity is real. Gravity will pull anything. It can be a pen. It can be something light as a piece of paper. This piece of paper. It floats, maybe it don't come down as fast, but it's going to come down. Gravity is going to come down. Are y'all with me? It doesn't care about your feelings. Most of y'all beliefs are wrapped around something somebody has told you before, and you have bought into it because you never put your own beliefs. And when you put your beliefs on it, your beliefs are so freaking limited, it don't get you nowhere. That comes from the car industry. And in the car industry, they got cars. If you go into Germany, there's a place called the Autobahn in Germany. Anybody familiar with the Autobahn, whether you've been there or not? What's the Autobahn known for?
High speed.
High speed. They ain't got no limitations. No speed limit. Get on that. I remember my sister came back from Germany. She was in the military. Came back, man, Erik, on the Autobahn, had a Mercedes. Man, we just go. And they have less accidents than the people here. Autobahn. And you go to Europe, they have less accidents. They just got little roundabouts. So, man, we got these stoplights. They just got roundabouts, and we figured it out. We have less accidents than people with stoplights. What? We figured it out. But Autobahn, go. Well, here's the thing. Those same cars that they got unlimited speed, they sell them in the United States. But when they get to the US, they put a limiter on it. Your speed armor says 200, 180, but when you try to step on the gas, it might be limited to 110, 120. There's a limiter on what the car can go faster, but they put a limiter on it.
Governor.
There's a governor. Come on, Troy. See, some of y'all have governors on your business. You got governors on your life. You got the same 2 legs that Warren Buffett got. You got the same mouth that Stephen A. Smith got. But you got a governor on what you want to talk about. You decide who and what you want to talk to. You're governing your business. Erik, I don't want to, everybody I talk to, but talk to somebody else. All the young people, they don't want to, well, go talk to some old people. Man, all the old people, they don't want to go. Well, go talk to some young people. Man, all the ladies, go talk to some guys. All the guys, go talk to some girls. Man, people in my community, go to another community. my friends and family. Find some new friends.
You getting them all. You getting them all.
See, you're putting governors on your business, but you want your desire. You want the cheddar. You want the money. Oh, man, Eric, make it rain. I want to make it rain. I want the money. No, money don't matter. I want the money. You know, I was talking to, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but she ain't watching. Dr. Mary last night. She shot. I'm like, listen, y'all, I ain't doing all this Christmas shopping, Dr. Mary. Everything she did was cost money. Oh, man, we going to send out this. We going to send out postcards. How much does a postcard cost? I thought the posters were like 20 cents. Like 80 cents. Like, man, I went to Google chat. How much are these posters? And we just, you get a letter. You get a letter. You get a letter. They said, but then we got to go buy ink for the printer. I'm like, no. So last week, I was like, listen, dear, I'm done with the shopping. All right. You've been shopping. You be like, you ain't shopping, but you shopping. She says, no, I'm not talking about shopping. I said, okay, well, what is this? What only costs? I said, anything with a cost is shopping. How you going to tell me? I tuned out the conversation. She got mad at me because I'm like, I'm not in the shopping mood right now. I ain't talking about shopping. I said, your conversation started with a dollar sign. If it start with a dollar sign, that's shopping. You online when your conversation, take a look at this own, but it's only $75. That's shopping. So what am I saying to you? We act like we don't need money. We need money. But then we get over here and tell you what you do to make the money. I don't know. Don't know about that one. Don't know if I can do that. Why? Because you believe that you're not a salesperson. I don't know if I can sell. Okay. Who told you that? See, that's your belief. But Eric, see, with the way I like to do it, see, we start thinking our feelings. Here's the thing. Nobody cares about your feelings. What goes up, what?
Must come down.
Whether you like it or not. Why don't you figure out what the people want? You got a song. Got to get the people. Give the people what they want. Right? So instead of giving the people what they want, you try to give them what you want. And you don't realize what you want has a limiting belief. And therefore, you're giving out limiting belief opportunities. Because you don't believe it. Why? Because you haven't achieved it. Why haven't you achieved it? Because you ain't doing what you're not running the play. I don't care who it is. Most executive directors in experience, you can't get to this position unless you achieve a certain amount. They don't need, unless your grandfather in, you got to make a certain amount of income to show that you at least have made some money in this business to show that you achieved executive director. I guarantee you, if your ED is giving you the play, it's a play that works. But most people give the ED to push back. Nah, that don't work for me. You're right. Don't work for you. So my coach has made $1.5 million. I'm like, bro, we got to talk. Like, I'm busy. Man, you got to stop being busy. I need the $1.5 million play. Because I pick up the phone and people telling me, man, I can't do this. I can't do that. I need somebody to tell me what they can do. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
Better get around some can-dos. Limiting belief. See, that's the roadblock. So why? Why do people, now I got 10 minutes to tell y'all, why do people have these limiting beliefs? One, because the input. See, they tell you, watch your inputs. Right? What's that song? I got pros in different area codes. That's been my jam until I found out what they were really saying. Man, I got holes in different area codes. Oh. What kind of mindset is that? Just cheating, right? Just disrespecting people, man. Right. Oh, ski. I was just damn that's how I felt like we were saying. I'm like, no. So some of the songs we are being programmed into your mind, it's your jam, the beats, but you don't realize your subconscious mind is hearing that. And then I'd say, then you're gonna try to go out there and act like a pro, act like a professional, and try to lead a team of people. A team of entrepreneurs. See, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are trying to. Entrepreneurs are the champions, the lions. They're the lions and the tigers and bears of the universe. Are y'all with me? If this was Animal Kingdom, entrepreneurs are the lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my!
Oh my! So you're trying to lead a pack of lions and tigers and bears with a mindset of a kitten. You got a mindset of a rabbit. Are y'all catching me? Oh, I don't know about this. You hopping around to different things. Man, you got to be a lion. A lion to sit back there and like, yeah, I know I'm going to get somebody. There's a saying, every day in Africa, a lion wakes up knowing it has to outrun the slowest gazelle. Don't got to be the fastest in the world. He just got to outrun the slowest gazelle. But it says, every day, a gazelle wakes up knowing he has to outrun the fastest lion. So whether you're a lion or a gazelle, when you wake up, you better get to running. See, the concept entrepreneurs, most people, I love y'all. Y'all wake up starting your business running. And you look at the people's success, man, y'all start your day running. Some of y'all work out in the morning, some of y'all, but most people, they start their day focused on their job, which is cool. And then when they get off work, they leave work at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then they unwind from their job, and they start talking about business like, I ain't got time to do that. Why? Because they spent all the day programming how to become an employee. The entrepreneurs are the lions and tigers and bears. If you want to lead a team of lions and tigers and bears, you got to become a what? Lion, tiger,
tiger or bear.
Pick which way who you want to be. But you cannot be Bugs Bunny out here trying to lead a team of entrepreneurs. Are y'all hearing me? It just doesn't happen. See, it's who are you believing yourself to be? But I don't like that. Most of y'all getting your feelings. Nobody cares about you. I don't want to be, but Eric, don't make me feel that. Nobody cares about you. Let me ask y'all this. Here we go. What do people like? Y'all shout out. What do people like? If you talk people in general, what makes people happy in general? What makes somebody happy and smile? Dr. Mark, what you got?
Money.
Money. People like money. Okay. Tiffany said people like free stuff. Yep. What else people like? Come on, y'all. What makes people happy?
Food. Family.
Family.
Food.
If they got it. Success. What do people want? If you want to give somebody something, what makes them smile? What makes people happy? What do they like? What makes them happy?
Another smile.
Good treatment.
Acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement. Rule breeder. People like to be acknowledged, don't they? The United States military has done let me give y'all something. The way you're treatment. Let me give y'all something. You want to study something, study the United States military. How do they take a 18-year-old kid and have him in charge of $1 million, $10 millions of worth of things? Are y'all with me? Machinery. He is out there with real live ammo. People, y'all wouldn't even, like that punk? Yep. You got a general saying, I got my life depending on this guy. Why? Because they take him through basic training and they inbred. First of all, you're gonna get up early in the morning. They're gonna drill some things into you. They call them what? Who's in charge of drilling into them?
Drill sergeants.
The drill sergeant. Don't we say drill it till you kill it? Why?
Yeah.
The military, y'all, they got the drill sergeant. See, some of y'all operate your business like, Eric, but people don't want, okay. All right, Bugs Bunny. You out there trying to lead lions and tigers and bears. But all right, what's that, Porky Pig? Okay. You're leading lions, tigers, and bears. And here's the thing. You're leading them into the battlefield of life, of entrepreneurship. It's a battlefield. But guess what? Also is a battlefield. Being an employee, companies get downsized, right-sized, fired, laid off. And you still don't make enough money most of the time to pay all your bills anyway. Life is a battlefield. So what? When you turn 18, it's a battlefield. Or they send you to college and you get a couple of extra free years. Or you do like I did. I stayed 10 years. I got a couple of extra bonus years, right? But then once you get out in the real world, they call it's a battlefield. Yes or yes?
Yes, indeed.
But why don't you leave them out to the battlefield with a load, with a M16, with a loaded gun, with some grenades and all, you know what I mean? Rocket launchers, armored cars, armored tanks. Y'all can lead them into the battlefield. Are y'all catching me? With F-15 bombers, stealth, with drones. We can arm them for success. So where am I going with this? What's the blockage? Most of y'all don't see yourselves where you're supposed to see yourself. Because you keep thinking about me, but me, but me. Ladies and gentlemen, the minute you let go of the me and embrace the we, why I say the military? The military, they give you ranks. You started coming as a what?
Private.
Private. You got like the private first class. See, I went to military high school. I spent 4 years in the military high school. And man, I was a private all the way at my senior year. And then finally, what did they do? They say, Eric, you're a senior private. You never got any rank. I wasn't good at following instructions, right? I'm like, man, y'all can't beat me. I was a bully. They couldn't beat me. So what they did, maybe a private, and I had to listen to. I was like, oh, that wore me out. I had to take instruction from these punks, but they wouldn't give it to me because they thought I was gonna beat them up. So anyway, that's another story. But then they gave me the flag. Said, Eric, you the private. We're gonna give you a flag. You're gonna be like the guy who marches around with the flag. Oh man, I got some pride then. Oh man, they gave me something. They gave me something to make me feel proud for, right? Even as lowly private, as a senior, they gave me the flag and I marched around. Left, right, left, left. Come on, y'all. They said we found a way to give them something to have some pride in them. Even the guy like me, the high school bully, they found a way to give him something to let him fit in and give him some pride. Everybody else got ranks. They give him some honor, right? See, that's what moves people. Doesn't Xperia do that? FA, SFA, ED. Then once they got the ED, since I've been here, they added positions. SED was added. Seniors, National Executive Director, they added some more positions. And are y'all catching me? More things than the executive partners. Then they got the $6 million ring. Then they got the $1 million+ ring. And the plan. You still got to give people something to pride. Even people making $1 million earners. Now what? Let's go to 1.2. Let's get you the $2 million ring. It's always, they've done a great job, but keep the motivation going. See, here's the thing. I got 2 minutes to give y'all this. The problem, most of y'all, you're looking for your own motivation, so you don't have, you can't give it to others. You're so me that you can't excel the we. Well, when I'm going to make my money, I ain't making no money. Well, how about celebrating others? Your money in this type of business comes from recognizing others, celebrating others. Become the biggest cheerleader, and guess what? You would probably be the biggest leader. But most of us want to be cheered for because we haven't been cheered in our life. So come celebrate others. But Eric, you don't understand, man. We know most of these people ain't getting celebrated on their jobs. So you celebrate them. That's what this platform, we do. Our morning calls is what? Pass the ball, celebrating other people's things. Come celebrate you. Tell your team to come celebrate the team. This is a platform where if I'm trying to lead, I'm going to bring my people to this platform, those who can, so they can celebrate them. But then some people get demotivated. Well, all I come on here and hear everybody else's success because I'm not having no success because you ain't a leader yet. And what y'all have to do, you got to start pouring into them what it takes to be a leader. But Eric, well, what's that? Well, once I make some money, then they're going to follow me. That's bull crap baloney. They will follow you once you become a leader. Some of y'all need to start reading books and things on leadership. And I'm going to close with this. I talked about your inputs. What are you listening to? See, most of y'all are listening to things that you like and not things that you need to do. You need to start listening to the success magazines, successful people. Who are you pouring into? So when I walk in, I'm listening to Myron Golden. He's always giving me ideas and stuff like that. I know he's going to be trying to sell me some of the times, but I'm listening to how is he trying to sell me? Why? Because I'm a salesperson. So why not listen to somebody who's a really good salesperson? I'm studying them. See, I go to things and I look at it a little bit different. Like, oh, I gotta listen to one of them. Man, y'all listen to watching things to make you feel good, make you okay. How do they put it together? What was the structure? That song, how did they put that song together? What was the beat? What was the cadence? What was it? What's attractive about that song? What's attractive about that video? So now you got to make yourself the same thing. Well, see, you listen to it for entertainment. You got to start looking at things, ladies and gentlemen, for education. It's educating yourself on business that's going to take your business to another level. See, most of y'all, your belief ain't there because you've been educated to be entertained. You haven't been educated to build a business. Pour into you. Take this time, going from now to the end of the year. I want you to dedicate that when you're watching something, you can watch YouTube University about business. Some of y'all need to look at things about leadership. How do I become a good leader? Pick up books on leadership. See, I can tell the way a leader is by the way they talk, the words they use. Leaders never go, I don't like this. Nobody cares what you like. What do your people like? I don't know. And y'all just made a list of it. You know what people want. They want success. They want to be recognized. They want to be acknowledged. They want free stuff. What are you giving your people free? Well, let me make some money. Well, give them something free that's free. What's a free thing I can give them? I don't know. Think about it. Constantly pour in and pour in. Become that leader. And tomorrow I'm going to go deeper on how to now overcome the block that you have. I wanted to acknowledge the blocks, but I gave you some skills on how to overcome it. But tomorrow I'm really going to give it to you. So with that being said, back to you, Troy.
Woo! You loaded us up today. You loaded us up today. The honorable everybody's coach, Erik Robinson. Thank you, sir, for being here and bringing what you bring each and every day to help us grow our businesses. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, folks, that you were in the right place at the right time, and it is not just a cliche. That's right. The heavy hitters always come, and you just heard from one of the best in the business right there. All right. With that being said, it is now time for us to transition to the next segment of the day, and that is what we refer to as the annually inspired recap relay of the day, where you get to reflect in 1 minute or less your best takeaway from today's masterclass. All right, we got hands up, we got runners, and we got the whole team just about in. All right, well, let us get it going. We're going to start off. Our lead leg is none other than the Grio Leo, Mrs. Tawana Chisley. Oh, look at that. It just came in. Woo! All right, I see you. Let's go.
Look, them Leos are deep today. The fireside's up here on this thing with their hands raised up. The one thing is people need to be comfortable with just celebrating everybody, even though you might not be where they are. You'll eventually get there, but you have to. And that was hard for me in the beginning. Somebody making $25,000, like, I don't want to get in there, celebrate nobody. I ain't doing it. Now it's like, hey, let's go. It's a whole different ball game when you start to help and motivate and be inspired what everybody's doing here. So those of you that are not raising your hands or coming off of mute, getting on camera, this is part of the process. So don't be ashamed of it.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Everybody run. She got it started right. She show you how to run it and get it in the zone, coming in on time and breaking it out with the baton stretched out, giving it to the next outstretched hand, ready to take off always. Whoop. And he'll show you how to get it done too. We're talking about Dr. Mark, the financial prophet. That's with a PROFINT. You're it. Let's get it.
Thank you, Coach, this morning for acknowledging the business blockers and your training this morning. Thank you, Coach, because you have the authority to speak. You know, Monique and I were having a conversation too, Coach, and we've been talking about belief. You know, it's your belief system. You said belief is a drug. You can manufacture it yourself or somebody can manufacture it for you. And Coach, thank you for that, because it's powerful. It's your belief system. And I thought about sharing with Monique, and we were talking, and I said, when you get your belief system to a place of a multimillionaire, you attract multimillionaire business. That's it. That's all I got this morning, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mark. Whoa, he showed you how to work it. You see how he cut that time almost in half? That's what relay folks do, boy. They just keep getting better and better. And now he's gonna pass it on to the jewel that's in his own household. We're talking about that lady that's known as the MBA, your insurance and tax pro, Mrs. Monique Pinkney. Let's get it.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Again, you said something, and my husband talked about it, but if you don't manufacture it yourself, someone else will. And he's talking about belief. And a lot of times, the good news is that if you don't believe, you can believe. It's all about what you're putting in. You have to, listen to positive things, tell yourself you can do it, get with right people, read books. But the other thing is, if you don't, whatever the negative thing is that somebody comes along, you will believe that. So it can be manufactured either way. And so we just have to choose to manufacture it in the right way that's going to grow our business. And then lastly, you said, are you listening for entertainment or education? Make a decision.
Look at everybody just getting it in the zone. Boy, we running like a well-oiled machine, boy. I tell you, this relay race is doing something with some heavy hitters today. And now we get to pass it on. That baton is coming out of one hand and it is going to the next outstretched hand. None other than this phenomenal woman who's doing some phenomenal things. She got an agency within an agency that ain't even ready to or old enough to do the agency, but she building teams, boys, just sowing seeds like I don't know nobody's business. That is none other than Miss Tiffany Tyler, the insurance agent.
Thank you. I think we're all on this belief thing this morning. And my theory is your belief has been implanted by someone. Coach just said that. My theory about that is if you know, you shouldn't have to believe because you already know. So belief isn't wishing something that works out. Belief is knowing it already has worked out. When you believe, you don't need constant confirmation. You move differently, you speak differently, you prepare differently. Knowing means you should show up even when you're quiet, stay consistent when results aren't visible, don't panic when delays show up, trust the process because your trust becomes you when you're becoming yourself and building a business. Faith isn't blind optimism, it's confidence rooted in the alignment. When you truly know, he also said fear. Fear loses its voice. Doubt becomes background. Opposition no longer feels personal. You stop asking, what if it doesn't work? And I'm done.
You good? Did you have any icing on that cake right there?
I do, but my little thing rang. So
come on, give it.
And start walking like it's already done. Belief is the bridge between vision and manifestation. And knowing is the belief fully that has matured. Walk like it's finished, speak like it's settled, move like it's yours. And I'm done.
Mic drop.
Yeah. See, we ain't want to miss no icing. When it's good, it's good. The time just rolls on. That's how you get it done right there. That's what you call steamrolling the opposition. I like it. Thank you, Miss Tiffany Tyler, for bringing it into the zone. And now we get to pass it on to this phenomenal, wonderful woman here that knows how to build a business as well, with excitement, with enthusiasm, with urgency and emergency mindset. None other than Miss Stella K.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Mr. Troy. How do I follow Miss Tiffany? My goodness, I felt like lowering my hand. But this belief has been, thank you, Coach Erik. That has been the biggest area I've been working on myself. And what has been choking my belief has been my feelings. And I've been working on getting my feelings out of the way, because they're not going to choke, they're not going to kill my belief. And when I think of belief, the person I have in mind is David. When he killed the lion, he killed the bear, he killed the lion, he killed the bear, and that's where his belief was built. And when he came on the scene to kill Goliath, the king was like, "Oh, I'll give you my tools for you to go kill Goliath, for you to go fight Goliath." But he was like, "No, I've never tested those. I know what I've used, and that has worked for me. All these other things the armor you want to give me and all that you want to give me, I've never tested it." So he did have belief in that. He had belief in the stones he's been using, and he went and slayed Goliath. Woo! So I'm working on that. That's what I'm working on, building my belief and growing my belief to a place where it's untouchable. Because I can't go there trying to slay lions and tigers and bears, and I'm coming off like Bugs Bunny. So that's my share.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. And we got another hand up. I see BMI Consulting Firm is ready to run, and we ready to put it in your hand and make it happen. Let's get with it.
Hi, blessings to you all. Happy Monday. Coach Erik gave some very powerful nuggets this morning. And one of the things that stood out to me is that, he mentioned he's been a salesman, and so with experience of being a salesman, he applied that to his business. And for me, I think about I sold shoes when I was in high school at Nordstrom's, and I sold Legal Shield. I sold vacuum cleaners. So I said that to say is that, I begin to program my mind and say, listen, you are a problem solver. Salesmen are problem solvers. People come to car dealerships because they need a car. They come to the shoe department because they need shoes, right? And so, for me, that helped me overcome like the rejections of the no's, right? And so I pretty much like tell myself the people that tell me no don't have a problem. So I have to keep going until I meet the person, that have a problem that I can solve. And that's one of the things that helped me. He also talked about belief. And that's definitely one of the things that, we all have to work on, because it's challenging, especially if you get a whole bunch of no's, and you have to keep pushing until you get that yes. But it's believing that you have something that everyone needs, and believing that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey, Troy,
BMI Consulting Firm.
Troy,
Yes.
this is an emergency cut-in. I got you right here.
Go right ahead.
I use it for a rollover, but BMI just said something. Y'all, if you gotta log off. But I gotta share this. Hopefully, this is a bonus. It's gonna help somebody. Because I forgot who I was talking to, and we was talking about car sales and being at the deals. And BMI, you just said it. When you sell shoes, people came here to buy shoes. They came to you. When I sold cars, people came to the dealership. And so I knew they were looking for cars because they came here. Here's the difference now. This is a different level of entrepreneur. See, I was doing that as an employee. I had to do my own marketing. Sometimes a good salesperson does their own marketing, and you get people there. Here, y'all, we're going to them. They're not typically, a lot of times, they're not coming to us. So there's another level of confidence that you need, because you're now going to somebody, and they may got a problem. They may not know they need it, right? Or they may not want it. It's a difference when I'm at the dealership. I feel comfortable because they came into the dealership. Now we're going to them. And that's when you really are challenged, because you're like, Erik, I'm going to John. And John says, no. I went to Bob, and Bob says, no. I went to Bill, and Bill says, no. So now you are feeling like you're bothering people. You're feeling like you're a pest, or you know what I mean? You're not feeling good, because you're now going to people. And that's where the real entrepreneurs sometimes they are going to the people, and you're getting rejected. And nobody really likes to feel rejected. And so that's when your belief has to be so strong Entrepreneurs, that's why you got to really have a really strong belief. Most people will go down a path where they feel like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this because I know when people are coming to me, they're coming here to me, right? I'm not getting rejected. Well, we're in an industry, insurance, financial services, where we can get rejected, right? So how do you sustain a career when you're getting rejected? You got to believe that when I'm helping that 1 or 2 people who say yes this week, that 1 or 2 people say yes this month, you got to believe that you're doing such a good thing that it overrides all the other no's. See, you got to be so strong and so steadfast on what you're doing that the no's don't bother you. Are y'all hearing me? Your belief got to be like, I know what I'm doing. And see, here's the thing. As a leader, you got to pour that belief into your team. See, some of y'all, your team is weak because you're still weak. You ain't pouring the belief into, you don't believe it yet. And so you don't believe it because most of y'all, your belief is wrapped around the money. Well, if I start making money, I can do it because they paying me to do it. No, it's not really, you don't believe it. You're believing in the money. You're not believing in what you're doing. See, some of y'all need the money to show up for you to believe in what you're doing. What you're really not believing is what you're doing. You're just believing that the money shows up. You don't really care. You're just doing it for the money. But entrepreneurs, it's nothing wrong with doing it for the money, but you got to believe what you're doing has such an impact. That's why there's a saying in life insurance. You're not really in it until you deliver a death claim, because they say once you deliver a death claim, you really understand, you have belief then. Once you get that family check and they smile. But here I'm trying to tell you, you don't need to wait for somebody to die for you to believe you're doing something good. And if you're not sure, just go read stories and listen to things. Go to GoFundMe's. Some of y'all right now, I need y'all to take time today and literally spend 30 minutes. Y'all serious about your business? If you serious, say I. Type in yes, me in the chat. If you're really serious about changing your life and changing other people's lives, type in me in the chat. I want to see who's really serious. I'm gonna give y'all an assignment. And this is really I'm not going to monitor you. I'm not going to monitor you. I'm not going to monitor you. I just want to see the me's. Type in me's in the chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, watching the replay, type in me. Cool, we got a lot of me's. I want you to spend today, not tomorrow, today, 30 minutes going through GoFundMe. Go to GoFundMe, look up funeral expenses. I think it may be funeral death expenses, and spend 30 minutes just reading some of the stories of people looking for money. Spend 30 minutes reading some of those stories. And you might got to spend 30 minutes a day. See, I need y'all and memorize some of those stories. Why? Because when you're talking to some of your clients, your team members, these are people who probably did not have life insurance, but man, you listen to the stories and some of the situations. See, when it's not real to you, it's easy to not like, oh man, you just selling that life insurance. Oh, you just doing this. And you're believing what you hear. Your brain is a computer. You're hearing all the negative stories about people like think you're a scam, you ain't doing this. And your brain starts saying, man, I'm a scam. I'm not doing this. This ain't real. You just chasing the money, blah, blah, blah. You start believing it. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between fact and fiction. So you got to program it. You got to program your brain. Go to 30 minutes on GoFundMe and start reading the stories and program your brain. So you understand when you're going out there and you're getting no's, you're bigger than the no. You're bigger than the no. Thank you, BMI, because when I sold cars, they came to the dealership. So I had a level of belief already baked in. They didn't have to buy a car from me, but I knew they was looking for a car. Now, as a insurance agent, I'm going to people, they didn't come looking for me just yet. I'm going to them, and they're like, oh, life insurance? I don't need life insurance. And my brain can start to say, oh, man, don't nobody need this. Don't nobody want this. And you can get defeated before you get started. Back to you, Troy.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible session we've had today.
Troy. I
Yes,
had somebody
sir.
try to hold on for about 30 minutes, man.
What you got? What you talking about, money?
Cause
You waving the hands?
Yeah, I'm waving, man, but you
Oh, okay, my bad.
You blocked me. I shot my jumper, then
Go
you
ahead,
blocked me.
get your minute in. You got 1 minute, man. 1 minute.
I got you. the one thing I heard y'all talking about belief. The one thing when you truly believe, it brings the leader out of you. If you truly believe, it brings the leader out of you. Because because all of us won't bring the leader within. But how you get that? Through true belief. If you don't have true belief, that's what sometimes you face to decide. That's why I used to love the car business. I say I can sell 30 cars 1 month, and the next month I started off at 0. Everybody always was checking what you're doing, but you always have to be a servant before you be a leader.
20 seconds.
If you can't be a servant, how can you be a leader? If you can't be a leader, you can be a servant so people can follow you because you're teaching them things.
Cool.
And guiding them on the path. How can you do it?
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You heard it. The last thing out, the last leg of the race. The solar controller, man called money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been an incredible session that we've had today. The energy in the room has been undeniable, and we hope that each and every one of you have gotten the inspiration wherever you're watching from. And I want to extend now a heartfelt thank you to our panelists, Mrs. Tawana Chisley, the Griot Leo, for an incredible insights during the Pass the Ball segment. And you truly have brought value to this table today. To all of those that are visiting guests and experts, participants who have shared their time and wisdom, we thank you. And we also want to make sure that let you know that you are the heartbeat of this platform. And of course, as always, we want to give a massive salute to the man of the hour, the man that honored the honorable man that handled our masterclass, the masterclass speaker of the day. He's everybody's coach, Coach Erik Robinson. We thank you for pouring into us and setting the standards of excellence today. For those who are hungry for more, please don't stop learning. So stop here to see more of the training shows. Make sure that you go to YouTube and search Erik Robinson, everybody's coach. And for more on the Pass the Ball segment, you can check out Uncle Jock. That's with a JONC. All right. And with that being said, I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, and I would not have to leave here without giving you the super salute and the takeaway of today by asking you, what's next?
Live it till you kill it.
You got it. You got it. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, signing off from Good Morning Xperts. Coach Erik, back to you.
Woo! Thank you, Troy, in my Rita Brown voice. Miss Rita. Real quick, I had two quick announcements. One, somebody put this in the chat. It came to me directly, but I want to just share this. Y'all won't know who said it, but they said client buried Saturday afternoon, sitting in the morgue for 3 weeks with GoFundMe, not enough money for the funeral. Couldn't find his policy. Y'all, see, this was just somebody said, this was like just Saturday. I want y'all to just take 30 minutes and go through the GoFundMes. I got to do it myself, because sometimes you just lose track of why we do what we do, right? And we don't have to wait for tragedies to strike us. Just program your brain to remember that. So that, also inside the studio, if it's not too late, y'all heard the story. You can go to 120 Agency Plan. We're going to building your brand with AI. We're going to get into the AI tools section this week. AI tools going to be this week. So if you register now, we got the special for you for only $49. You can all register as an alumni. So we're giving you the holiday special for $49. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, it's worth it. I ain't going to go there. I'm stop talking about it's worth. I'm just telling y'all to get there. So you want to get it, 120 AC plan. I will give y'all the recording, which I never do. And the people who was here last Saturday, I'm going to get y'all the recordings of that, okay? So I'm gonna get you all the recordings of Saturday's session so you can go back and look at it again. And if you register now, I will get you the Saturday session that you'll have it to go back over it if you want to pick up where we left off. The other thing, tonight we got our goal setting strategy with Darren Golka. It's gonna be at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So check your text messages. So I'm trying to decide, do we do the team huddle and the goal setting, or do we just do the goal setting? I'm leaning towards just the goal setting, and we might forego the team huddle. I'm leaning towards that. So be on the lookout for your text message. Also, inside the studio, I need y'all to let me know. We got a couple of y'all online if we can do it this Saturday instead of Wednesday night. Cause I think I like the Saturday. I think my brain is a little fresher. If y'all available Saturday, so let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes if you're available on Saturday. I know we got a couple of y'all online here. If we could do the same thing Saturday at 9 o'clock, and we just roll it over. So those who are inside the studio,
I like that. That was good.
That was good. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes, I can.
All right. Cool. Tawana, so we're gonna. I'm gonna put the notice out there. Money, are you good for Saturday?
Yes, sir. I'm getting ready to joke around, but I'm not going to joke today.
All right, cool. So we're gonna be moving to Saturday 9:30. We'll do the breakout room as usual. So if those who want to register inside the studio, next class is Saturday at 9:30. Saturday at 9:30, y'all. Let's go. Let's get it. Love y'all. DJ, take us away. I feel like that Calgon commercial. Calgon, take me away. Whoosh.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody